Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Echo, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Razer Barracuda X Wireless Headset. There's three main reasons that we're going to be taking a look at this headset, starting with the fact that it's a wireless headset, followed by its attractive price point of its retail price is 99 American dollars, but as of like Black Friday of 2021, it's been on sale for about $80 on Amazon, which is a very attractive price point, under $100 including tax. And the third reason that we're taking a look at this headset, it's because of its versatility, which to me it's its main selling point. It's able to connect with mobile devices, Android, iOS, computers, and pretty much all the consoles out there. As long as something has a connection, you are able to connect the headset and use it. So in this video, there should be chapters right here. You should be able to skip to the appropriate part that you would like to watch or listen. I will be, of course, making a conclusion where I will cover some of the things that I did to make the microphone just slightly better, in my opinion, you know? So if you'd like to hear those, I don't know if to call them advanced or just extra tips, stay tuned and let's jump right in. Alright, so these are all of the accessories that come in the box laid out on the table. I'm going to go ahead and remove the headset. It's the last thing we're going to be taking a look at. And let's begin with the microphone. It is, of course, a detachable microphone. And the first thing I want you guys to notice is that it actually has a cut right here. And that groove is to make sure that you plug in the microphone the proper way every single time. Now the pop filter is removable, comes up very easily. It is actually decently fluffy. It will lower the strength of the microphone when you have it on. When you take it off, the microphone will sound a lot more clear. Now taking a look at the microphone, this is the microphone itself, the side that actually picks up your voice. And when you turn it around, I'm not really sure what this is for. I don't know if it's to pick up ambient noise and filter it out. It does an okay job at not picking up ambient noise. So I like the microphone, decent enough, I'd say. Let's put that to the side. Moving on, we have a 3.5 millimeter jack. This is very simple. Plug it into the headset, plug it into your phone or your computer or your Xbox controller. This is the only way that is going to work with the Xbox controller. The wireless dongle will not work with the Xbox. But yeah, so here is the wireless dongle. Lovely green, so you can tell it's the Razer. Oh, it does have the brand in there too. So you can tell it's the Razer cable. The quality is better than most cables that you find around, but it is not a braided cable. I do still expect that to last me at least 1 to 2 years. Alright, and here we have the dongle itself with the Razer branding. It will plug in directly to a Nintendo Switch or any computer that takes Type-C. I also tried it on my phone, and even though this was sticking out from the bottom part of my phone, it worked just fine, just like any other headset. Now, if you don't have a Type-C cable, that's what the adapter is for. You can plug this into your PlayStation or, of course, any device that accepts Type-A, and it will work just fine. Just plug and play, which is lovely. And then the last thing we have here is just a Type-C cable. But what is this one for? So this one is actually the charging cable. This one is actually green, not like the wireless dongle. And of course type C, so you can just plug it into anywhere that you want to use as a power source. Not really much to say here. Same quality as the other cables. It is fine. It's an okay, decent quality. Now, of course, they're all included for free. And for $80, I just absolutely love this. All right, and here we have the best part, the headset itself. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. So here on the right speaker, we have nothing except for the Razer logo. Going across from it, it is actually a metal band. Oh, by the way, this actually swivel to the outside. People are saying that it is bad design, that's backwards. I'll explain why they actually flip that way in a minute. Yeah, metal bands, not much to explain there. Here we have the Razer brand right from the top. Another metal band. Done. Now, the left speaker. It's actually what has all of the goodies. Alright, let's start with the microphone jack. You can see that flat cut. That is to make sure that you always put the microphone the right way each and every time. Next to it, we have the charging port. Yes, it is Type-C if you saw the cable, and it does accept fast charging. Here we have the 3.5 millimeter jack. This is pretty self-explanatory. You plug in this cable to this end, plug the other end of the cable to your phone or whatever, and it works. Here we have the power button. If you turn it on, you'll see that blue light, the LED light come on. If it's blinking, it's because it's trying to connect. Hold it for about 2 to 3 seconds again, and it will turn off. Here we have the scroll wheel or volume control. I prefer the wheel over buttons 1,000 times. This is not an infinity wheel, but I don't mind that. Alright, and the last thing we have is the mute button. If you can see the green band, it's because it's unmuted. When I press the button, you won't see the band anymore, and it will be flush. The headset doesn't have an audible notification when you mute or unmute yourself, but the button is actually flush. It is tactile feeling. I prefer the tactile feeling because sometimes I will mute myself just for a split second, and then I will unmute myself, and the audio notification is not quick enough. So I will only get one audio notification, and now I don't know if I'm muted or not, and it can get very confusing. I do like the audio notifications, but if I had to pick only one, I prefer the tactile. Now let's take a look at the cuffs. There is a pretty generous amount of padding. As you can see, it is about 1 inch of padding, maybe a little bit more. It is actually very dense. It is very nice. I absolutely love it. Now, as you can see, it is kind of like a fibrous material. It does feel synthetic. It is a bit weird because it's almost like an in-between from this leathery material that I didn't cover earlier. This barely has any cushioning. It does have some cushioning though, and it feels nice considering the headset is light. It works. This band hasn't actually made me sweat, but then again, it isn't like summer, so we'll have to wait for summer for me to talk a little bit more about that. Now, this one feels like an in between from the leathery material or from like a complete like cotton or just natural and soft material. And on the inside, we see it has a thin film to protect your ear. Is not really great, but considering they put a lot of effort into making this padding really good, it's really not a big problem for me. My ear, like I said, my ears does touch the inside, and that film definitely helps, but it's just not a lot of protection. And yeah, that is it for the headset. Alright, so now we have the Razer Barracuda X Wireless Headset. This is what the microphone sounds like. And that was a Facebook notification, so you can hear it. Let's also go ahead and do a typing test. I am using the Barracuda X by Razer. Testing the microphone. Please ignore me just moving left to right. Actually, that would be the keyboard test for it. So that's pretty much how it sounds like. Now then, I have actually been tricking all of you. This is actually how the microphone sounds, but I do have a filter on the headset right now. So the filter that I have on is actually a gain enhancer. It increases the power of the microphone, and it is increased by 12.5 decibels. This is without the gain, by the way. So even though the microphone, I mean the headset has connectivity with all sorts of devices, Xbox, PlayStation, etc., etc., the microphone is not actually very loud. It does pick up ambient noise pretty loud. So it does pick up a lot of ambient noise, which is not good. And it doesn't pick up your voice as well as it should. So on the computer, I can cheat. I'm gonna do it again. I'm turning on the gain. So before I turn on the gain again, if you increase the volume to hear me better, lower it again, especially if you have headphones. I don't wanna just have a absolute change in audio. Crazy stuff happening outside apparently. Now that we have the gain back on, I'm going to mute the headset and I'm going to take the pop filter off. Alright, so this is how the headset sounds without the pop filter. I'm not really sure. Is that the mailman? Not really sure how it sounds. I haven't really done this sound test myself personally. Ooh, wifey's home. So we shall see how it sounds. I will be as surprised as you when I hear this part while I'm editing. Oh yeah, comfort level. So the comfort of the headset is I love it. It's actually very light, 250 grams. I do have a headset that's 150. I did a review on it once again. Linked up there since it's my only other video. Watch it and comment even if it sucks. Just comment. That was my alarm because I need to go back to work. So yes. Done. Alright, we have made it. This is the conclusion. My thoughts on the Barracuda X by Razer. Now, welcome to my channel. Why am I saying that again? Because I know about 90% of you should skip straight to the conclusion, and guess what? I'm watching you. Yes, I am watching you. You know why I'm watching you? Because I've done the same thing, so I don't really blame you. It is what it is. Now then, I do still recommend, once you hear this, go back, even if you watch just a couple of parts of the chapters. Quality content, I can assure that. Now then, my thoughts on the Barracuda X by Razer. First thing I'm going to say, light headset, 250 grams, super comfortable. I love the plush on the ears, the top bar, but since it's so light, it's not really a big deal, not a problem at all. So pretty much 90 out of 100 points on that, which is good. Second strong point of the Barracuda X. This is, to me, their main selling point, something that Razer tends to do a lot. The versatility of the headset. Able to plug it basically into any type of console, any type of phone, any type of computer, basically any device that you can plug anything into, the Barracuda X will work with it. That's why I liked it. That's why I bought it. That was it. That was it. It's amazing. But then come the bad news. If you just breezed through my video, you may have come upon a chapter. Not sure what I named it just yet because I haven't named it, but It's the audio test for the Barracuda X speakers. Disappointment. It was just a disappointment to me. Razer has failed me. Me personally, because I think the problem with my headset is literally just specific to mine. I've seen other reviews from other people, and they don't seem to have that problem. Same thing with the microphone. When I use the headset, I could hear fine as long as there's no sound going on around me. As soon as there was sound going on around me, TV was on while I'm playing on the Switch or something. Yeah, let me just say that. You can finish the rest of the sentence. Now the microphone. Had a couple of meetings with people, and this is what the conversation was like. I can't hear you. Please speak louder. You sound really far. You sound really low. And then I start screaming at the top of my lungs. My neighbor's probably thinking I'm crazy. And this is what the person respond. Usually, it's happened more than once. I can barely hear you, but at least I can make out what you're saying. How is that quality and nice experience? It is not. So unfortunately, for me, even though the headset was super comfortable and I liked that about it, and the fact that I could use it with any device, my plan was to just buy a case for it, put it in my backpack, and take it with me. $80 headset that I can use with any device. If it breaks, it's only $80 and I still get to keep all the accessories. It was a good plan. Now, before you say anything bad or whatnot, let me explain why I returned it. I'm actually pitting it against this headset. This would be an apples to oranges comparison because this is a wired headset, but this headset only costs $20. I'm gonna do a full review on this headset in the future. Keep an eye out for that. And this headset, of course it's wired, but it sounds louder. The speaker sounds great and the microphone sounds great. It might be an unfair comparison because, to be honest, every time I buy anything, even a standalone microphone like this one, I always pit it against this headset, and it has to at least be close to the quality that I'm receiving from this headset. This headset is just that good. But I also did an apples to apples comparison. Two wireless headsets pitted against each other. Keep an eye out for that video. If you saw my video, if you're only going to be using the headset with the computer, you can actually use a gain enhancer to fix the issue of the microphone. But even when I put all of the sound settings all the way up to 100, I still wasn't getting an eardrum destruction experience. Other people have reviewed the product. They love it. They don't seem to have that issue. So if you want to give the Barracuda X a try, by all means go ahead. But I 100% recommend, as soon as you get it, try it out, play with friends, do some meetings on your computer, and just see if the sound of the speakers and especially the sound of the microphone is there. If people can hear you, if you can hear them, if you can hear the gameplay or music, and you like how it sounds, it's fine. Once again, I think it was my headset that was damaged. That note, Razer, little disappointed. Thought the quality control should be there. If it is there, this one should slip through the cracks. Maybe they just checked, oh, everything works, let's just send it. When in reality, they didn't really test the volume. If I'm paying $80, I do take brand into considerations, but even if it was an off-brand headset and it sounded like this, I would still send it back. So it was bad. It was really bad. So once again, I ended up returning mine, and I just can't personally recommend it if they're all like this. Alright, so that's it for my video. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. This is my first video ever uploaded on YouTube. If you have any recommendations or any questions, just make sure to comment down below and let me know. I will be keeping track of YouTube. I basically live on YouTube. That's why I decided to become a part of the community. So join me, join us, let me know what I'm doing right, let me know what I could do better. Ask me whatever you want if you want to know what type of equipment I'm using, what microphone, what camera. Is it an expensive camera? Is it a webcam? Is it a phone? Could it be a phone? If you're curious, just go ahead and let me know. And thank you for watching, of course.